just days before the world's most powerful leaders arrive for the G20 summit later this week. A major security crisis could potentially be unfolding. This as the National Transport Union announced a 48-hour-long strike, threatening to disrupt airport operations and paralyze key logistical routes for arriving delegations. However, and importantly, Operation Dudula has also issued a direct threat to shut down the summit entirely. Their plan is a calculated move to force their agenda of anti-immigration onto the global stage, risking chaos and diplomatic embarrassment. They have not only confirmed their march for Sunday, November 19th, but have explicitly called for a total shutdown of the International Convention Center, which is the Nasrec Center rather. Their plan is to blockade all access points, effectively trapping delegates and forcing their agenda to be a part of the conversation on the global stage. Here to share more light and clarity, we're joined by the leader of the Dudula movement, Zandile Dabula. Zandile, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Perhaps take us into the heart of your plan. What is it that Operation Dudula is planning?
Good afternoon, Oliver, and to the viewers at home. Firstly, can I just address two things? I was listening to the previous interview and you're calling us vigilantes. Would you please rectify that? We are not vigilantes. We are a fully fledged political party and a registered civic organization. And second thing is that we never said we are going to totally shut down and block every entrance. We're going there, we're going to have a normal protest like we normally do. And it's within the confines of the law. That's the same reason why we went to go put in our application. And, our main reason here is just to make sure that, there is law and order in this country. I mean, we do understand that, international recognition means little to South Africans when we continue to struggle, finding work, access to, quality services, and we're not feeling safe in our own communities now. We're going there to picket, to actually demonstrate that when our own president is hosting and they're having feasts there, his own citizens are suffering, they're battling, they're going home, they're going to bed, are hungry on a daily basis, which cannot be correct. I mean, if you want to be a true leader and you want to lead people, then it should begin at home. We just want to restore the dignity and security, and give South Africans opportunity in their own country. We, yes, are against illegality, and, we will not turn back away from that.
So your plan is not for the G20 processes to be disrupted. Am I understanding that correct?
Definitely. We don't want to disrupt. That's the same reason why I'm saying that we do understand the importance of, international recognition, but we have problems. That's the demonstration that we want to show that when we have visitors and we are hosting visitors, it's pointless because we're still battling. Our own president is not hosting us as a country. We are suffering under his leadership.
What do you mean he's not hosting us as a country? Maybe I heard you wrong.
No, he's not, maybe I used the wrong term. He is not taking care of us. I mean, we are under his leadership. He's supposed to be prioritizing us as his citizens, but he's doing the opposite. That's the same reason why today we have more than 150 people from Palestine who was granted access to the country when they came here illegally, when everyone else is worried about that, but he's not.
Okay. So are you then saying that the president, or in this instance, the Department of Home Affairs, as well as the Department of International Relations, should not have granted asylum seeker or refugee status to Palestinian refugees?
So remember that we are governed by the Constitution in this country and we have immigration laws. But anyone that needs to seek asylum in this country, they first need to go to the nearest country. So South Africa is not the nearest country in Palestine. They should have tried other countries near Palestine, but they failed.
Not necessarily. The United Nations refugee programs makes provision for people to seek asylum-seeking status or refugee status anywhere that they're able to access to. And if you get on a plane that flies to another country, even if that country is not the next-door neighbor country, the United Nations refugee program still compels us to grant them refugee status.
I mean, there's a problem that everyone is going to flee to South Africa because they know that it's lawless. Now, I'm not disputing that people are refugees. And, from what I know, yes, Palestinians are genuine refugees, and they should be assisted. But what I'm saying is, why does it always have to be South Africa? I mean,
well, it's not always South Africa, Zandile. It's not always South Africa.
Can I continue making my statement?
Just a correction so that you can make the point correctly so and accurately so. It's not just South Africa. In fact, South Africa is not the only country that has an influx of refugees in the world. Not even just on the continent, by the way.
Oliver, I'm talking about South Africa, the country where I'm at, where immigration is affecting us as normal citizens. I'm not talking about other countries. If other countries are okay with having refugees, whether they're legitimate or not, why we as South Africans, we are not okay with that. We have too much problems as it is now. Immigration crisis is one at the top, and nobody's doing anything about it. We don't want more problems. I mean, this is another risk where we're going to have, Arab countries that are all here in this country, and they will be fighting among themselves in this country. We're trying to avoid that. That's the same reason that I'm saying that we do not mind hosting refugees, genuine refugees as it is, but also we must take into consideration the safety of our own citizens.
Yeah, I mean, the Islamophobia of that point aside, how do you determine if someone is a genuine refugee versus not a genuine refugee, assuming they all followed the letter of the process and the law?
I mean, we know that there's war in Palestine. We are all aware of that.
Okay.
But we find people coming from other countries. I'm going to make an example like Zimbabwe. There's no war in Zimbabwe. But we do have Zimbabweans claiming to be asylum seekers in this country.
Okay.
Now, those are two different things.
Now, war is not the only determinant of someone being able to seek asylum seeker status. Or, for instance, if someone is...
There's no hunger in Zimbabwe. That's why I'm saying that we need to look into the elements. When a person says that they are seeking asylum, what are they running from in the country? So
let me define that for you. Asylum seeker status are for people who typically are being persecuted for one or other reasons, either by their state and or perhaps for ethnic reasons. For instance, what's happening in Sudan would warrant many Sudanese people who are being attacked for their ethnic status to be asylum seekers. A refugee status seeker is the sort of thing that you're describing right now. Someone fleeing their country due to a war, unfortunate economic circumstances, famine, and or related incidents like that. Asylum seeker and refugee status, not quite the same thing, quite different. How then do you determine if someone's not genuine?
Oliver, we've got laws in the country, and all of the definitions that you're giving to me are in the immigration laws.
Yeah.
And we all have to follow and abide by those laws. It cannot be correct that we'll have NGOs that will ban the rules and laws of the country because of certain circumstances. We're not going to be running a country by emotions. That's the same reason why we have laws and constitution that's guiding us as a country. But what we've seen with these 150 individuals, it's a total different story. And when we are sending others, like they normally say that we are Afrophobic and all that, sending them back to their countries, we have to do the same with the Palestinians, and not just Palestinians, but any other people that are claiming asylum or being refugees in this country, Chinese, your Asians and all that. We are going to deal with that. We're going to be writing to the Minister of Minister Lamula. We will be writing a letter to him, and we will also be writing a letter to Dr. Givers because we don't appreciate him instructing our government, and the very same government is succumbing to his request.
Yeah. So you're okay with people coming to South Africa as refugees and asylum seekers so long as they follow the letter of the law?
Correct.
Yeah.
Remember, we are not against foreigners. We are against illegality.
So why then do you take it up to yourself to determine if they followed the law rather than inquiring from the approving authorities, such as Home Affairs, if a certain person or a certain group of people have been granted refugee status or asylum seeker status through the right procedures, instead of persecuting people before determining that?
Oliver, you would know that since the inception of Operation Dudula, we've been on government's neck. We've tried to engage them. We've been to masses. We've written to them, and they would not listen to us. Yet the problems are increasing on a daily basis. We have people that are being killed by foreigners. We have people that are being raped. Our kids are dying from poisonous food. Our medication is stolen from our public facilities. Nobody's saying anything about that. Now, in the absence of leadership in a country, citizens will take it upon themselves to make sure that they secure and they protect the interests of the country and its people.
Zandile, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. That is Zandile Dudula of Operation Dudula.
Sanbonani, guys. Welcome. Absheni. Welcome to Abahambe TV, where we speak about South African issues and how to resolve them. So, namhlanje, we've got Operation Dudula in the house here. What does Operation Dudula have for us this week? So, Operation Dudula apparently threatens to protest at the G20 summit. At the G20 summit, right? So if you don't know about the G20 summit, it's a meeting where the top 20 countries in the world meet for, economical stuff, to speak about them and what the way forward can be and whatsoever. So Operation Dudula is basically planning a march on the 24th, I think 22nd to the 23rd, I think it's going to be 2 days where this meeting is going to be held in Nasrec in Johannesburg. So basically, guys, into enzakala la is that it's going down. Operation Dudula is going to march. They want the South African issues to be addressed at this meeting in terms of immigration, all this illegal stuff that's happening here in South Africa. So as you have seen there in the video, that's what the presenter and Zandile Dudula was basically speaking about. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please comment on the video. If you have not subscribed, subscribe ASAP. Before you do anything, just subscribe there. Please guys, just subscribe, don't waste any time. So let me go into the comments of this video that you guys just watched right now. Let's check what's happening over here. Let's go, guys. Oh, so Wilson says, guys, South Africa is being sold. If we don't act now, we are dead. Tobani says, if G20 was in Durban, Bakuzonyiwe Bafana asidlale KZN and asisabi thina. Yep, and there's another comment that said, it's not a threat, it's happening. Nondi says, Trump is right. This G20 is a violation of human rights. And somebody else says, so Trump is right. Somebody else says Nepal's way is the only way. And you guys know what happened there in Nepal, right? Everybody was being kicked. The ministers' asses were kicked. There, guys, they knew what was happening. So yeah, guys, so someone says say no to G20, our country is being sold. Another person says she is crossing the line. Uzandile. I don't think she's crossing the line, man. South African government is Joyla Masimba, so we have to act now. When everything is hot, we have to act now. Okay, someone says Cyril must step down ASAP and no to G20. Somebody else says there's absolutely nothing they can do to stop the G20. They are not stopping the G20, they just want to be heard. They want their issues to be heard. They want this useless government to listen to them. They want this useless government to do something about all these illegal shenanigans that's happening around here. So guys, today I'm hot. Hey, you guys, I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. I'm so excited, I don't know what's happening. Someone says Dudula is sponsored by Trump. Someone says that's why Trump is not coming. And someone says problem is that Dudula think they don't need the world. It's gonna end in tears. Mark my words. We do need the world. Dudula does need the world, but not in this particular manner that is happening right now, where the world just comes, everybody comes as they please, when they please, with no fucking documents. Sorry about that. With no documents whatsoever. As you guys have seen what happened in Palestine, these Palestinians that came over now, they had passports, but they did not have any stamps on them. So basically, we don't know if these people are from Palestine or where the F they are from, guys. So come on, guys, come on, be realistic here. Someone says those leaders from other countries must know that we are in a crisis. Ramaphosa act as if everything is fine. Maybe they will come with solutions. Yes, definitely. Ramaphosa acta nothing is happening. Like for him, he doesn't know anything about anything. I'm sure even now, in one of those videos that he was interviewed there, he said he does not know where these people are coming from. He had no warning whatsoever. And it's a lie. If you look at it, guys, it's a lie. It's a lie, a manga. He knew very well. He's probably been paid for those people to come here. Who knows? We don't know. You know, these things happen behind closed doors. So someone says, why protest during G20? Somebody else says, wrong move and always wrong timing. Schooling is very important. Someone says, the so-called educated are part of this problem in SA. Someone says, Operation Dudula is confused. The first minute they say a political. The second time they behave like a human rights organization. What exactly is Operation Dudula? Operation Dudula, Bafetu, it's a movement trying to protect this country. March and March is also a movement trying to protect this country, as you know. But if you are saying they are this and they are that, which means you are not a South African and you don't stand for South African rights. Hey, yo guys, today I'm just fired up. I don't know what's happening. Maybe because it's Monday. Who knows what's happening. Yeah, but anyway, thank you so much, guys. Please like, please subscribe to the channel. Abahambe TV. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, please share the channel so that everything can go according. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks. If you like the video, I really appreciate it. I'll keep on trying to do my best as and when I can. So thank you, guys. Yonke into ihamba kahle. Asibonge.